It may take a little bit to... Are you seeing it? Yay! All right. That's right. You're listening to Earth's Mightiest Podcast, episode 174. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Hello, Corwin. How are you? Yes, we are. This will be the first time that we record live on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/comedianviet. And if you want to do that uh, for future streams, we don't do these on a regular schedule, so we're just kind of just though you'll just have to follow us on Discord or our Facebook group, and we'll just put a blast out on around the time that we're gonna record, because we have these things called like obligations and like life things, families. What is that about? But yeah, so this is the first time doing this, so we're gonna bear with us if there's any problems. Good evening, Christine. So yeah, we're just gonna keep it casual, I guess. Nothing too formal, and maybe we'll just stop if there's any comments or questions, like in between issues as we go through them, or just kind of while we're doing general conversation. We can just kind of chat, but then we'll get to a point where we start the episode, and yeah, I think that's about it. How have you been, Corbin? Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It officially hit a year since uh the last comic convention that we did. Oh, you can only hear me. Oh no, that's not good. Oh, whoops. Uh, okay. Let's try this again. All right, Corin, try to say something.
Something. Can you hear me, Stein Brunson? I guess that's a no, but I'm talking anyway.
It might take her a little bit. Can you hear
Testing.
Corwin?
Testing. There we go.
Okay, yeah.
Victory.
Yeah, so I muted the desktop audio like an idiot.
It's okay. The podcast recording will still have all of it.
Okay, cool. Cool, cool. All right, let me raise the volume. Maybe that's why you were lower before. Cuz I Okay. Yay. All right,
We
cool.
did it.
All right. We're sh- we're professional podcasters, everybody. Uh Anyways,
Can you can you put links in the image page that's going when it's cycling all the books?
um links for what?
Like like any of those links can be live, like the Patreon or the website, or let's
I
say
don't think so.
one of
I don't think we can do
okay.
that.
Just curious.
Yeah. But I mean, we can put them in the chat and things like that.
Yeah, good
Um
idea.
so yeah. Anyways, yeah, so yeah, COVID sucks. Yes. And what I was saying was the last yeah, it's officially this past weekend was officially a year we uh since the last convention that I've done, and that was Captain's Comic Expo.
Hmm.
And I was super sad. I was just like, oh man.
Seriously, it's like really been a year since I've actually been like anywhere to hang out with any friends at all.
Right? Ugh.
It's tragic.
Ugh.
Tragic.
Yep. And we just gotta slowly get those vaccines, and I don't even know. Like I don't even know, and I like roughly Googled how to do it in Florida, and like I barely was able to find any info for any of us are like in our age range. like in the healthy age range. Like we just, mm, who knows? Maybe, hopefully, maybe sometime in like the winter next, towards the end of the year, things will be like a little more back to normal. But we'll see how things go.
I'm gonna try something real quick. I'm
What do you
going to
try?
paste this in the comments and see if you can click that. I don't know if it has anything to do with me being logged into Comixology, but I'm trying to get the link for the books.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It
That
works in the
works.
chat. Mm-hmm.
All right, awesome. So I have to line those up beforehand next
Yep.
time. But
Christine says it works.
wonderful.
All right.
Oh, but the second book, I'll have it.
And we can kind of go over them as we get to them.
Oakley dokley. I
All right.
was just trying to, yep, get the link lined up beforehand. But
All right.
all right,
So yeah, is there anything else going on?
not really. We're gonna have some really, really good conversation on this next EMBS. Um, the new Superman and Lois series came out.
Ooh, I haven't seen that yet.
Definitely watch it before we record because we'll have a lot to talk about because
Okay.
it's surprising.
Yeah. I've seen nothing but good things, at least from the rumblings on my timelines.
Yes, it is
So that's promising.
very much so.
We'll have
Very
to,
much so.
yeah, we might see if we can get Rich on.
Oh yeah, he would love it.
Yeah, we'll get Rich on to record a EMBS episode maybe. I was talking about getting Christine on too because she likes all things nerdy stuff,
Yeah,
and she's our Discord mate on Discord friend on there. And yeah, I think that's about it. Tell let's tell the folks how they can help spread the word about the podcast, Corbin.
well, podcast reviews is the best way to spread the word about Earth's mightiest podcast. As we say in the ocean of other podcasts, it's a lifeline that draws listeners to us. And it's super easy, it's super quick. So just leave us a rating on whatever podcatcher, pod streamer, Apple, whatever it is that you use. Do us a solid and just leave us some feedback, please. Also, don't forget about patreon.com/EMPcast where you can donate to the show. We'll shell out little goodies for subscribers, and you also get early access to our EMBS episodes. You get them as soon as we finish editing them. You get them. Everybody else gets it a month later. So help us out if you can. Definitely try to donate to the show. Help keep the lights on and hosting and all that other good stuff.
Indeed. All right. With that, uh, live stream's not gonna get the song, but maybe we should maybe play it. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna cue Tribe One for our theme song, and we will start the show. All right. Here we go. This is Earth's Mightiest Podcast. I am Viet Win, and with me, as always, are Corwin Kroll
Greetings.
and normally Bobby Moriarty, but he's feeling a bit under the weather, to say the least. So we're gonna the show must go on, and we wish him well and hope he feels better.
He's
Um,
not snowed in or anything. He's not under snow. He's literally just not feeling well.
yeah, just not feeling too great. But yeah, hopefully he has a speedy recovery, and he'll be on next month, and or maybe on the EMBS episode. Anyways, we stand strong as your frontline to the Avengers titles published by Marvel Comics. We defend you from the bad books and avenge the books you may have missed.
Books will be rated from a 1 to a 5, with 5 being, sorry, 1 being very, very bad, and 5 being very, very good. You think after all these years I'd get this right without looking.
Right?
There will be spoilers, so consider yourself warned.
Yes, that's right.
And man, I can't even edit that stuff out anymore, huh? Because we're just online with it all.
I mean, you can edit the, when we put the podcast up,
Uh,
but
it's all
Twitch
good.
sees it all. They see it
Uh,
all.
we bear ourselves to Twitch, huh?
Yes,
Full
yes.
full nudity.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. All right, well, I am up first, and I am going to talk about Avengers number 41. For all the people watching through Twitch right now, I did post the link in the chat box. So if you ever want to, if you think the review is good enough and you want to order the book, go ahead and do that. We don't get any kind of referrals for that, do we?
Hell no. We lost the Amazon affiliate a long time ago.
Well, not Amazon. Well, then again, they do own Comixology, so I guess it's all the
Oh
same.
man, dude. Speaking of that, just kind of random. Like, I accidentally signed in like Comixology with Amazon first for the first
Hmm.
time today, and it scared the shit out of me. Like, because I was just like, "Where are my books? All my books are gone." I accidentally logged in with my Amazon and not my Comixology account because I didn't link them, and I
You're
was
about,
about to freak the fuck out.
you're about to burn Comixology down.
Yeah, I was like,
my,
"Oh hell no!"
my stapler.
Yeah, like we had like, I don't know, like I forgot what our running count was. I think last time I checked it was something like 3,000 something books or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. I was just like, I was gonna say, like, I was gonna be very mad, very upset.
All right. So, man, it feels like I read this forever ago.
Yes, Avengers number
Avengers
41.
41, written by Jason Aaron with art by Javier Garon, colors by David Curiel. We start out with Black Panther doing some meditating as he has to face off against the man thing.
Man,
Um,
they da
they are
da.
they are both empowered by the Phoenix. However, Black Panther is able to get the drop on Man Thing. He's immediately transported back into the white hot room where the rest of the crew are waiting, and they're all debating on, you know, what should be done next or who should actually be able to win this. And of course, Namor's the boastful one, and Shang-Chi is just literally sitting there meditating.
Yeah,
Um, the next group gets to fight, and it's Power Man and American Eagle. And we see Shayna the She Devil and Zabu fighting Devil Dinosaur. And they all got little cool tricked out Phoenix uniforms. Valkyrie and the orb. Jason Aaron loves that orb dude, doesn't he?
yeah, he does. He does love him some orb, like giant eye person.
And
So
then we
gross.
have a then we have a pretty unlikely match between Hyperion and yo boy Shang
Shang
Chi,
Chi.
and he wins. Shang Chi wins without lifting a finger.
Yeah, yeah, because
Um,
yeah, Hyperion just like literally just like says like this will change me, expand my mind in ways I could never have imagined. I cannot be this open minded.
minded.
Like, since when has like Hyperion become like this hateful person? Like,
Well, remember the Coulson and Mephisto have their own little paws in them to help program them and stuff.
oh yeah,
So
yeah, that's true.
they are they are being manipulated. But I love how Shang Chi's just chilling and little butterflies flying around him.
Yep.
Doesn't have to lift a finger. We got Red Widow and Howard the Duck, which
Yeah. Phoenix Force Howard the Duck, y'all. Like,
and yeah, she completely takes him down, and they talk a little bit about her training and her past or her childhood, which definitely was not a happy thing.
yes. Well, I mean, like whose training in the Red Room
Room,
was like pleasant,
true,
like
very true.
the Red Room is not a nice place. Like you don't want to
And
go there.
and I really hope the Black Widow movie really gives us the full extent of it. I'm hoping.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So Black Panther does have a conversation with the original Phoenix Force, or the Phoenix Force itself, which looks like the original redhead that inhabited, and of course she is playing favoritism towards him, wanting wanting Black Panther to completely give himself over to it. Um, then he has to fight Nighthawk, which the two of them do throw down. The art's pretty fun in this as well. Javier Garron's definitely stepping his game up. He's still got a little funny thing with faces from time to time, but um, he's definitely worthy of carrying this book.
Yeah.
We have Echo, who's fighting Namor underwater, and their big battle's kind of where the issue ends.
Yeah, I was just like, are they seriously gonna kill Echo again? Like, didn't she die like before?
She did. I can't remember who killed her, but yes,
Yeah,
she
but
has
and she
died in a
came
couple.
back, right? It was just like, oh, like they just brought her back. Like they're gonna kill her again. I hope they don't. But
Namor looks funny with blonde hair.
yeah, he looks weird. Some of the Phoenix stuff were just like yeah, it's like Shang Chi's like seems like just seems a little like oversimplified.
Let me get back to his page. True.
Like it's real. I mean, it's pretty much just like spandex.
I do like his regular costume though. It's pretty solid. I don't know if you caught up on his series yet, his mini series and his one shot.
I think I read like the ones that we covered, but we didn't. I didn't finish it yet. But yeah, yeah, his new suit is pretty snazzy. I like it.
And he has a series coming this fall. I did share it in the Discord channel for the listeners out there. Come join and hang out with us there.
Yeah, and I just put the link for the Discord in the chat.
There it is. Um,
I don't know
this is
how are you feeling about this? I don't know. Like I'm kind of getting to the point where like it's like
dragging.
yeah, it's kind of dragging. Like it's good and it's fun. Like but at the same time I was just like, all right, where are we going with this? Cuz like this kind of just came out of nowhere and I want a little more explanation.
Well, I mean, we know what's going on with the little bit of conversation we've had with the Phoenix Force, but this is only the second issue as well. So
Yeah,
we've
I don't know why. Why does it feel like it's dragging? I don't know.
well, we've got. I guess the Phoenix issue was before this as well. So this is kind of like the third. I don't know if you want to call it the third part, but yeah, I think the battle things needs to wrap up. I think they are. Yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say, the impact of the fights is not really there. I mean, some of them are one page, some of them are two page.
Yeah, I
I
mean
think a
like
montage would have worked just as well.
yeah, but at the same time, you know, like yeah, to be fair, like these are the battles are going quick and they're not dragging out. So then there's that. Um, and maybe just because we went through like 20 issues of Ten of Swords where there was just like a big ass tournament too.
True.
Maybe like added on top of this may have added to the tournament, you know, like fatigue, I guess. So I don't know.
They, they gave Luke Cage a Phoenix tiara.
Hell yeah, Power Man.
Uh, Phoenix Man and Iron Fist, heroes for hire.
Yeah,
Does have a ring to it.
Phoenix Man. I don't know about that. Doesn't say.
Did they even tell us who won that match? Because it doesn't seem like we learned who won that fight.
Yeah, I mean, I guess uh it looks like American Eagle was getting the last punches in.
Hmm. They need like a tally at the end of the issue to see who won and who lost.
Or yeah, like the brackets.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, and Jason Aaron is a sports fan, So I wouldn't put it past him to do something like that. And man, Howard the Duck, I was not expecting.
I just realized that his fight was in Doctor Strange's kitchen.
Yeah. And it says like this is a reckoning. A long time coming is what it is. None of you hairless apes are gonna be laughing at old Howard the Duck now. This will be bigger than that time I ran for president, and then smack. Done. Poor Howard the Duck.
And the next scene, she just walks back into the White Room like nothing happened. All right, solid book. I'm going to give it 3.5 Phoenix brackets.
Phoenix brackets. Yeah, I'm gonna give it yeah, I'm gonna give it yeah, 3.5 Shang-Chi meditates.
All right, since
And thank you, Silver Mohawk, for the follow. That's our buddy from the Discord. There.
oh, awesome, welcome.
So yay, Discord things work, cross promoting and whatnot.
All right, so since the Avengers books have been lighter than ever with the amount of titles, we decided to do a little retro reviews on some older stuff. We decided to pick up the Avengers the Initiative book since Viet's. I don't think you've read it before, correct?
I want to say I have, like I remember
Okay.
some of these issues.
All right,
What we gonna
and
do
Bobby
now is go
was
back, way back.
way back. And Bobby was kind of keen on doing it too, so we will actually be reviewing Avengers the Initiative #2. And for people in the chat, if you're interested, I am posting the link and Comixology for it. There we go. If you're
Sweet.
interested.
Yes. So we have the Avengers Initiative, written by Dan Slott, um, art by Stefano Caselli. I don't know where the rest of the creator page is. Is it in the beginning?
I'll find it. Keep going.
Um, so yeah, we get more. So we get more training with the new recruits, and um as they go through the, like kind of like a boot camp type of thing with a gauntlet, and they go through everything, and there's like a cool moment where it's just like, oh yeah, you guys better, like, no powers, you guys want to be a bunch of low life superheroes like the new warriors. And like Vance Astro is like standing right there. I was like, that's messed up. um but anyways, the while the I guess, would do you say they're kids? Are they kids?
Yeah, they're
Teenagers? Yeah.
kids. I
Yeah,
call.
yeah, so while the kids are going through the boot camp, um Cloud 9 uh goes and goes to Trauma, and Trauma's power is to shapeshift into whatever your fears are. And he shapeshifts into MVP, who got his head blown off in the previous issue. And that's pretty gnarly. So there's a big issue there. And Yellow Jacket comes in to break up the whole ordeal, only to also get a hold of Trauma, who then turns into a beaten up uh Janet Van Dyne into a wasp, kind of basically reminding him of the time that he was a terrible wife beater. And there's issues with Trauma.
Mm-hmm.
um so meanwhile, Hank Pym is called into the laboratory, and we see Henry Gyrick and what is the doctor's name? Uh,
On
von
Blitzschlag.
yeah von Bitch Blitz bitch. Freudian slip there. Blitzschlag, who just admits he's a straight up Nazi, and so yeah, maybe moral of the story with this is probably don't work with Nazis, um, especially Nazi super scientists. Like generally not a good thing to do, but that's what they're doing. And like, are they trying to revive MVP, or they're just experimenting on him?
Well, yeah, they're experimenting on him because of his what his body is, how it's perfect without superpowers. So
Gotcha. And then
from
after this, basically they get a call. The president, who is who is George Bush, right? um, is getting attacked by a Hydra ship, and then we kind of see every all the heroes of the initiative kind of coming together and actually working together, and it's actually working out, and they win the day without any issues. So we're seeing the initiative like actually working, the initiative program working. Meanwhile, we end the issue with Henry Gyrick with trauma, because he trauma thinks like he's gonna get shot or he's gonna get killed for messing up the boot camp, and then we see uh he's basically gonna get like tell them to teach trauma how to use his powers, and we see Beast in his cat beast form, and then they're introducing he's basically chaperoning someone that's going to help them, and he's like, let me introduce you to your private tutor, and then the issue ends there, and we don't know who the private tutor is.
can you take a guess?
I'm trying to think. I don't know. Like, I would think Moonstar, Danny Moonstar.
There you go. Good
Nice.
call. Good call.
Makes perfect sense. I
It
guess
does.
she would still be like maybe like early, maybe late teens. Probably not even late teens by that point. At this
I'd
point,
probably say early 20s.
early 20s. Okay.
Probably.
I'm sorry I
But
fumbled
this,
through all that, but
it's all good. This is the Stefano Caselli that I love. This art is just so crisp, detailed. I just love this art. This is where even not New Warriors, what is it, Secret Warriors before this. This is just his art style that I love so much. He's gotten less detailed lately, I would say, but this stuff here is just spot on. Even his bush is awesome looking too.
yeah, yeah. I was just like,
Oh, and
oh wow. I was just like, you never, you like they for the most part with the comics, like you never actually see the president most of the time.
true. They don't want to age it or whatever
Right. And
sometimes.
I was just like, there's like, but that's definitely George Bush.
So Dave Mikis and Stefano Caselli inked it. Danielle Rodani colored, and Joe Carmagna did the letters. Um, and the Jim Chung covers don't hurt as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty solid,
Oh yeah,
and then it's a shame we didn't get a champions issue, but to go along with this. But yeah, like at first I was just like, "Oh man, they're gonna I thought they were pretty close to I thought they were going to kill off Hank Pym, like cuz it
yeah.
like when he enlarges in order to shift the weight of the ship. It was either the ship was gonna end up crashing into a place and killing a bunch of people, or he was gonna die. when they stopped the
staring it
ship.
away.
Yeah, and that, but he ended up surviving, which I was like, damn, we're only on issue 2, and they already killed 2 people. But no, Yellow Jacket. Uh, I don't know. Unfortunately, stayed alive.
Well, he gets the Presidential Medal of Freedom with military distinction, so hey, he's trying to atone for his past. I mean,
Yeah,
the Gyrick and McCoy and B stuff was hilarious because even
yeah,
though this was
yeah.
an Avenger, they had a very antagonistic relationship as well.
Oh, okay. And then yeah, and then seeing Beast just like cheerful and joking, and not just brooding and like constantly.
Trying to kidnap people's dogs.
Yeah, or like, like trying to upend the time stream and cause all kinds of mayhem and trouble.
Oh, he's never gonna live that down, is he?
Yeah, like I don't remember like House of X stuff. Like not he hasn't said Stars and Garters. I don't think.
Oh, that's true. I don't really think he has.
Yeah, so it's like yeah, like just this is just a different era. Just like it just felt so different seeing this Beast.
I love Cloud 9 and her little innocence. She just didn't even want to shoot at the planes and
Yeah,
telling her it's just like Halo, just point and shoot.
yeah,
I just want to fly.
yeah.
Yeah, I love
Exactly.
her
It's like the
character.
reason why I'm doing this is so I can fly. And then I don't know. Like, should we talk about the portals and how the way that they're able to go from state to state is by first going into the negative zone and back out.
Mm, yep, jumping through the negative zone to get from place to place. But they said only for emergencies, since it thins the veil between the universes, so
Okay.
it's only for big
And
things.
again, like just kind of tying to the gateways of like House of X, Krakoa stuff.
No,
It's
that's
just
true. Or the stuff that was happening in Atlas, which I never really read,
oh okay.
or Agents of Atlas.
Oh, and I like how back to the I'm gonna call him bitch slug. Von Bitchlag. Uh, um, just mentioning Ragnarok and just like, oh yeah, he's like, yeah, I am a Nazi, but I didn't make a killer Thor robot that blew a hole into Goliath.
Or
Like,
Ultron.
yeah, or created Ultron. I was like, damn, you just got burned by a Nazi, dude.
Well, he said he's his greatest fan. On top of that,
Right. I know, but see, but yeah, that's also a burn though. You're just like, it's like, yo, like like this dude is a Nazi, and he's just like, whoa, like, like game respects game.
so who are your top two favorite rookies in this on this team?
Let me see. Yeah, Cloud 9. I like Cloud 9, and the Lizard Girl seems cool.
Kimono,
Yeah,
Komodo.
Komodo. Trauma
Um,
is interesting.
I like how the color palette changes when his powers kick in. It goes to like this gray kind of tone. Um,
I could not care less about hardball.
yeah, he's a resident jerk for sure.
Yeah,
For sure, that's his role. Yeah, kind of with you on that. Komodo and Cloud 9 are probably my two faves at this time. We'll learn. We'll meet some more kids as the series goes on. So, but I can't start talking about how awesome the art is in this book though.
yeah,
It's just top notch. I'm loving it. All right, so that takes care of our monthly coverage. Now we get into the quick hits where we can just randomly and quickly. Well, I guess it's not really random, but we can just quickly run through um, some of these other books.
yeah.
And
You know, I didn't read Savage Avengers. or
Yeah,
17. But
and
yes, uh yeah, Marvin, who's the silver mohawk that I mentioned for the follow. He's fumbling away around Twitch. So, welcome. Hopefully we can get a better hang of these in the future.
indeed, I did not put the Eternals on my tablet. However, I did read it. Did you read that one?
I did. Um
What did you think?
um I can't say that I'm at a point where I care about the Eternals yet. um but the Assad Ribic art
Yes.
is amazing, and it reminds me of, Thor, like Jason Aaron's Thor stuff, so that's cool. It like, I think once I probably got like halfway through the book, where it's just like, okay, because like a lot of it, I'm like, I am completely lost. I don't know whether to care about these people or not, or but I think it did a pretty good job of kind of setting things up despite
Yeah,
being completely lost.
the machine, the whole story with the machine and how it's supposed to work. It's really, really interesting. I even went back and pulled the old Neil Gaiman and John Romita Jr. hardcover I had out of storage so I can actually reread it and just, maybe check this out. And I don't know, Gianni was asking questions about it. So listeners out there, it's my 14-year-old son was asking questions about it. So I'm like, let me just get this trade for him and let him read the trade and maybe this new series just so he can prepare himself for the characters when the movie comes.
Right.
But I
Yeah.
enjoyed it too. The Rubik stuff, like you said, gorgeous.
Yeah, the Ribic art is amazing. And like, did he do all the art? I think he did. He usually does all the art.
Yeah,
Um yeah, like, they don't spoon feed everything to you, but I think it's still like, slowly as you keep reading it, it kind of starts making sense.
yeah.
So you're just kind of figuring everything out.
Well, I want next issue they really get in depth with the family tree and how it all relates, which I thought was really good on how the character who shows up at the end relates and very very cool stuff. And I mean it's Karen Gillan and generally I like his writing.
So what is the point of the monster, like, that they um so like, I guess, what makes them special where only the Eternals are supposed to take care of it?
The refresh my memory. What the monster? The
Yeah, there's a weird tentacle monster when they went down in the sewers, like, attacking a dude.
oh that was a deviant.
Yeah. Okay.
So the deviants were that other race that that if I follow the story correctly, I'm trying to remember. They were the race before human. They were the race. Let's see. The Celestials created the Eternals and the Deviants from the humans that were on this planet, but they were basically like the mutants we saw in the Avengers issue with Phoenix.
Okay.
I think it was that race. It's kind of foggy right now, but um, they were
Okay.
the other race that was on the planet pre-modern humans.
Okay. So yeah, so that's what makes them like a specific, like, Eternals problem, right?
Right.
Okay.
And Hickman actually wrote a lot about them in his what was that series called? Was it Shield? Um, the series with Benjamin Franklin and the rest of them.
Okay.
Um, and Reed Richards' father and Tony Stark's dad.
Okay. Yeah, I think
That series.
that's okay.
It touches on all that as well.
Gotcha. All right. I think that
And the
was the
links.
only question I had, and then, yeah, and then of course you end it with Thanos, and you're just like, "Ooh, okay."
Yes. Which I guess they did kill him off and try to leave him off the board for a while, and I think people may have been tired of him, but I'm okay with them bringing him back here for a little bit, as long as he's not the focus of the next 12 issues or whatever, you know.
Right. But yeah, nice to see Kieran Gillen back on some Marvel books.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Uh, he was on Star Wars Universe for a while, and his Doctor Aphra book was fantastic.
Oh, okay.
Um, Kev Walk on the art on that. That series is like one of my favorite runs.
And I still need to read Wicked and Divine.
You know what? I stopped and I never finished it, but I have all the issues. One of those things I might just bind and then finally sit down and read it all.
And I think Matthew Wilson is he's credited on here, so I think he did the colors. Maybe. Where is the creator page? I don't see it.
I don't have it on my tablet.
Yeah.
All good.
Anyways, yeah. Christine says it's so good. Matt Wilson is the colorist. Yes.
First.
Thank you, Christine. That's the
All
great
right.
thing about having a live chat.
We have help.
Yes.
So next up is the Iron Fist Heart of the Dragon #1. I just posted a link in the chat for Comixology. I did not read this, so if you read it, what did you think?
I thought it was pretty good. The storytelling is really good. Um, this is written by Larry Hama, art by David Wachter. Watchter, I'm not really sure. Colors by Niraj Menon. But so they're sort of tying the immortal Iron Fist with all this stuff. Like there's like it's basically Taskmaster is going around killing all the dragons in all the forbidden cities.
Taskmaster is in this book too. Now I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to read it.
Yeah, so he's going around trying to get the hearts of all of the dragons. And
I don't
and
remember each city having a dragon. Was that from the Fraction run?
I don't remember them like you only know about each city had their own weapon, right?
Right.
But they didn't mention anything of them having their own dragon, but it would make sense, right? Kind of like where
Eh,
but they
I would have
I don't recall them ever saying that there was a
saying that.
dragon.
I would have thought they would have given them different animals from the I want to call it the calendar or the zodiac, but what do they call it?
Right.
The Chinese calendar, is that correct?
I'm not really sure.
Forgive me if I'm being cultural insensitive, but I know the Chinese have like
You
the
probably
year of
are.
the
No, just kidding.
the Chinese have the year of the whatever
Right.
animals. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
The
thought
Chinese
they
zodiac.
might stick to that.
Yes.
There we go. So okay, so Taskmaster's in there running amok.
Yeah, yeah. He's the one that's being hired to do this. We don't know who's behind it. Um, but so and then like there's some extra characters that I haven't I don't know. I'm behind on any Iron Fist stuff. So I don't know like cuz there's like an old man that kind of goes with him and like there's some comic relief there
Hmm.
from a different city, and then there's a girl
The
and
little girl, right?
yeah, a little girl and then there's like a little dragon also with them.
I I did not read that series she's from, but I do remember seeing the series with her in it. I
Yeah,
think that was digital. Was it a digital only? The Kari Andrews one? Could be
maybe.
wrong.
Yeah, like so I haven't read I didn't read any of the ones that were renumbered. Like I have them, but I haven't read them. So I don't know who these people are, but like it's you don't really need it, I don't think. Like so there the girl is named Pei, and then there's another and then the old man is named Fu, and he basically runs around with Iron Fist with this giant like camping backpack, and it's just like a lot of comic relief where he's just like, oh, where is that thing, and they're fighting like zombie like zombie ninjas, and like he's fighting them all, and he's like, "Where's it? Aha!" And he finally pulls out his axe, and all of them are already dead. Like, so it's a lot of that kind of stuff. I think this would be fun.
Okay, I'll put that on. I'll make sure I put that on the list to read. um.
I wouldn't I can't say that it's like amazing, but it's fun.
Okay. Well, sticking with Taskmaster, even though it's not on the list, the King in Black Thunderbolts book,
Okay.
as as well as the Taskmaster miniseries, are two books that you definitely should check out. There's lots of laughs going, especially in the Thunderbolts book, because it's basically like a Marvel version of the Suicide Squad taking place during King in Black, where it's let me see if I can get this group right. You got Star, you got Taskmaster, um, Batroc Ziliper, and I
Batroc
think it,
Zelipa.
Mr. Fear is what I think he's called, and Rhino. So it's this crew hired by the Kingpin to pull this special mission during this event, and it's just great. And there's some new characters in the book, but you know how it is with Suicide Squad and new characters that you've never seen before.
Right.
So I highly recommend that, as well as his mini series, which it's him and Nick Fury Jr. running around. Taskmaster's afraid for his life because Black Widow thinks he killed Maria Hill, so he has to do a job for Nick Fury in order for Nick Fury to help him, and it is just funny and it's great. Taskmaster's just been the centerpiece of things lately, which I'm really happy about. Of course, probably lines up with the Black Widow movie that's supposed to drop, but um, check those out for sure.
Yeah, we covered the first issue on a previous episode, but I haven't
Mhm.
read any of the other issues yet.
Oh, he has to take on Hyperion.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He doesn't come out of that one unscathed. It's hilarious. Speaking of hilarious, the last quick hits we got is Savage Avengers 17, which stars Deadpool, who's running around with Conan. And I just posted the Comicsology link in the chat for anybody who wants to check it out. However, it's not worth the $3.99. It does have some funny moments.
Wait,
The
Savage Avengers not worth $3.99 is what you're telling me. Uh, for those for the Twitch audience, I very much don't like this book.
However, it is Kev Walker on the art,
Oh,
so
okay.
the art is very solid. It is just Conan and Deadpool running around, which is better than what the book has previously been, even though it does focus on Conan more than anything. And the best scene in the book is when Conan and Deadpool are in jail, and in order to help them escape, Conan physically pushes Deadpool through the jail bars, which is not good for Deadpool, but he heals very quickly.
Oh, that that is pretty funny.
So yeah, good book. I dollar bin it. If anything, Comixology has it for $3.99. It's definitely not worth it.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm scrolling through the page now. Ouch.
Ouch. Yeah,
Yeah.
good stuff.
All right.
All right, so
Yeah, this is
I
a
can't
short episode. Like there just weren't that many books to cover.
indeed. So Silver Mohawk says, I can't believe Savage Avengers is still a thing, although I did kind of like this one issue. Agreed. It has its moments. The Kev Walker art is fantastic, but I don't think it's worth $3.99. Is that Christine?
Yeah,
Is it
Christine
Christine?
with the lols emojis.
Is that a rating of 3 out of 5, Christine?
No, just probably just
Just laughing.
Yeah, just laughing.
I'm teasing. Thank you for the feedback, though. Appreciate it.
Indeed.
Anything else from the listeners out there before we That's just laughing. I haven't read it. Listeners out there, before we get up out of here, it is kind of a short episode. We are, it's been a bit of a slow month.
Mm-hmm. I don't think so. I think we're. I think that's
I'll
good for
start
now.
close. I'll start closing out. You can just keep an eye on the chat.
Yes.
Listeners can email us at emp@earthsmightiestpodcast.com. Don't forget to join our Facebook group at facebookgroup.earthsmightiestpodcast.com. You can find me on Twitter at EMPcast, and the hashtag collective net, the collective net. I always do that. Hashtag the collective net, where there is a group of podcasters where you can find tons of other podcasts. They have a Moon Knight one. They have Adel and Pat podcast. They have Ghost Rider. So there is a whole network of podcasts that you can explore through there. Where can people find you on Twitter?
Yeah. On the social medias at comedian Viet on everything, and then and as now that we're doing things on Twitch, twitch.tv/comedian Viet. That's where I do toys, where I make my custom toys every Tuesday and Sunday night, sometimes Friday mornings. I'm gonna start maybe doing. Um, but yeah, and but yeah, and then we're gonna start whenever we record the podcast. We're gonna start broadcasting it on my Twitch channel. So, we'll have a live. We'll have some people people want to come catch us live while we're recording and drop in some feedback and all that stuff.
Yeah, definitely welcome it. It's actually pretty fun hearing it live. Being able to respond live.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, so special thanks to Tribe One for our theme song. Check out his site tribe1.bandcamp.com. And with
And
that,
Christine said it's cool to listen to you. And Silver Mohawk, thanks again. I know he was asking if you continue typing. He wasn't sure if he should interrupt. Yeah, if you got anything else, cause go ahead. It's been a short episode. We can spare a little
yeah,
bit of
and then
time if there's
I
anything
think
else.
well while we're in the middle of talking, that's fine. I think from for future recordings, I think we'll maybe just stop for feedback as we finish talking about a book. I think that's probably the better way to do it. But we'll kind of play it by ear, and we'll kind of figure things out as we go.
Yes, indeed. So hopefully you guys had fun with us. I don't know if you're out there drawing or working on arts and crafts or whatever it is people do when they listen to Twitch. But definitely thanks for hanging out with us. Definitely appreciate it.
Indeed. All right, with that, we will call it a night. Have a good night, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Keep
Be
washing your
safe.
hands. Keep wearing your masks. And
Keep staying 6 feet away from idiots
yes, yes, there's
and
still a
normal people.
pandemic out there. Oh, cool. I like where this is going. Always enjoy the show. Thank you, Marvin. Have a good night. Thanks for joining. We'll catch y'all later.
Next month.
Yep. Bye bye.